7, 1 and 14, but there are photos for all placings here, and number 7, Omnicore, looks as though it may have got up and won.
Chorus Music can't get a break on them,
and they're racing in Adelaide.
Handy to the division was Diamond Zone, with also Elusive Gambler but trapped wide, Crimson Gold between them, and 2 lengths away to the top, Lagana sliding along the far side, and Runaway Night on top. A half 3/4 now to in second position. Chorus Music under nursing conditions, he's holding it up. In behind them all, Benefit, and between horses our Silver Jan, Elusive Gambler wide. Next Crimson Gold on the outside of Diamond Zone, and last of all 2.5 away Lagana, but he's not that far away not to be written off at this stage. They're working onto the turn now, and the leader Runaway Night 3/4 in front of Chorus Music. Elusive Gambler wide out, going nicely third. She's only about a length and so off the leader, and just behind those then came our Silver Jan, is in the middle, going around a Diamond Zone. On the rail all Benefit, a length away then to Crimson Gold, and only a length and a half away now Lagana. There's only about 4 or 5 lengths first to last as they work on the turn where the leader is Runaway Night. Only about a long neck in advance of Chorus Music, sitting pretty on the outside. Elusive Gambler should have something left. They're a length and a half in front of all Benefit, and now Silver Jan nagging away. Crimson Gold around Diamond Zone, and 1 length away to Lagana. Homeward bound, Runaway Night just the leader. Chorus Music lays down the challenge. Elusive Gambler on the outside, lost a little bit of ground on the turn, but it's Runaway Night clear from on the outside. Chorus Music, whose rider's getting anxious now. In behind them came all Benefit. Elusive Gambler sticking on. Lagana's made ground, and then further back our Silver Jan not going on from Diamond Zone. Runaway Night is giving him something to chase though. He's still a length in front. Coming at him now Chorus Music, but Runaway Night running home well. He's a half in front. Chorus Music makes a late claim. Runaway Night just in front wins it. Runaway Night from Chorus Music. Lagana poked through for third from Elusive Gambler, close up fourth. They were followed then by our Silver Jan, Diamond Zone, and further back on the rail was all Benefit, and one of the last in, but not far away was Crimson Gold.
Sky Chase. Broad Reach, of course, cantered home with the sprint earlier on. Ras Flyer scored a brilliant win in race 4. Punters have been pretty much on the mark during the day, although in race 2 they didn't have a lot of luck. A 25-1 pop won the second race, Royal Paget. Starter Billy Cooper's been called to the telephone over there, which means he's conferring with the stipendiary stewards, and I'm blowed if I know what that'll be about. He didn't appear to speak to anybody. He put the phone back and he's walking back towards his rostrum. So I can't decipher what that phone call was all about. Yeah, he said to his wife, "Don't ring me at work." Gates Fly open, off and running, and Saxon White balked at the start, came out a clear last. Karina Magic began brilliantly and bounded out in front of 4 Papa, followed by Adatari. Paris Knight is quickly racing up towards the lead, and Prince Toranaga just behind them on the inside of Rocket Lad. 2.5 lengths away, Gypsy Reward, given plenty of time to find a feet, followed by Addition Bay. And Saxon White, after that slow start, whipped them in at the 1200 mark, and off goes Karina Magic with a ton of speed on. Opened up a break of 2.5 on Paris Knight, a half away. Adatari in the box seat. 4 Papa beautifully placed. 1 horse off the rail on the outside of Rocket Lad. A length Prince Toranaga. A length to Gypsy Reward. 2.5 to Addition Bay, and a half to Saxon White now tacking on around the top turn, and Karina Magic in front at a brisk pace, led by 2 lengths on Paris Knight, with Adatari hugging the rail and getting a dream run. 4 Papa beautifully placed on the outside. A length away, Rocket Lad also going cosily. Then Prince Toranaga, Addition Bay, Gypsy Reward, and 4 lengths away last is Saxon White. To the 600 mark they run. Karina Magic in front, under sufferance however. 4 Papa has whipped up very quickly now to almost join Karina Magic nearing the corner. Adatari being scrubbed a bit in third place as they come to the turn, followed by Paris Knight. Addition Bay taking off around the outside. Rocket Lad lost a little ground coming to the corner, and Gypsy Reward poking between horses, but on the corner Karina Magic in front. 4 Papa is about to grab it. Adatari on the fence under heavy pressure, not doing enough at the moment. 4 Papa shot to the lead. 4 Papa kicked away at the 100-metre mark over Karina Magic. Gypsy Reward late on the scene, but it's all 4 Papa, and home he goes, Papa, and he's going to bolt in. He won by 3 lengths to Gypsy Reward. Karina Magic might get third, and those in front of Addition Bay. Then Prince Toranaga, Paris Knight, Rocket Lad was struggling at the 600. Adatari didn't fire home at all over the last bit and tailed off Saxon White. He loves this joint, absolutely loves it. 4 Papa. Even though he's trained at Randwick, when he comes to Warwick Farm, it's almost as though he's coming home. 6-4 Papa, $1.80 and 70, $1.80 and 70, and beautifully ridden by Ron Quinton, who whipped up, got close to the lead, which you've got to do around this place, pinched a break turning for home, and then ran out an easy winner. I think Gypsy Reward will get second, Ken, a lip in front of Karina Magic or Addition Bay.
Yes, John, just watch him sprint here for Papa. Very sound logic by John Tapp. He's a horse who loves this track, and when he sprinted, he left them standing. I think Quinton was worried about Atatari getting a run along the inside, but Atatari wasn't capable of taking it, and when For Papa went, well, he left the others standing. He sure can sprint. He's a 5-year-old, and today was only his 32nd start. So in the best Neville Begg traditions, he's been well looked after and not been over-raced. And that could be seen with his very comfortable win this afternoon. That was the story of race 5. In race 7 rather. I'm getting a race behind again. I don't know what track I'm at, I don't know what race I'm up to. But in race 7, I'm going for the Larry Pickering trained Gold Wire. TAB number 10, a little bit of value and very impressive in weaker company at Wyong last run.
Thanks, Ken. Yes, For Papa, the winner on the previous race. It's also interesting to note he hadn't started since the 27th of June when he ran second to Wong at Rose Hill, so apparently he's a horse who has to be kept nice and fresh, and Neville Begg has prepared him perfectly. Number 3, second, Gypsy Reward, but the judge can't separate the other two for third, namely Karina Magic and Addition Bay. Still no sign of the third number, but you've got the one you want, and that's For Papa, $1.80 and 70. Next on the Wide World of Sports, we'll take you back to New Jersey for the Summer Nationals.
Lights on, they're racing.
Go, they're racing. Silver Rally begins smartly, and so did Glenn's Choice. From out wide, Mooncutter's ridden for speed, and he's going up to go to the lead. Granite showing plenty of dash early. He's going with Mooncutter. Imperial Coup getting up into a handy spot, but a little bit wide. On settling down, they leave the 1600 behind them. Mooncutter's taken off. It's Mooncutter leading by 2 lengths on Imperial Coup, who's pulling pretty hard. Granite is a half length away third, a length and a half Clavelli Door on the outside of Silver Relic fifth. 2 to Glenn's Choice, the favourite running 6th at the moment, about 6 lengths from the leader. Then Making Memories, Refrain Pressure, the Waffler, Imperial Coup and Delicious last of all. 1,200 metres to go, and the leader Mooncutter pulling pretty hard in front, leading by 2 lengths. Imperial Coup pulling a little bit in second place as well. There's plenty of speed on, followed by Granite, who's third and going nice and easily over on the inside. And then Silver Running and Clavelli Door, 2 to Glenn's Choice, followed by Refrain Making Memories, and then Pressure inside of the Waffler, who's making ground. Then Imperial Coup and Delicious still at the rear. Mooncutter's the leader, 850 metres to go, leading by 2. In second position is Imperial Coup. Third over on the inside is Granite, followed then by Silver Relic and Clavelli Door. Glenn's Choice is next, then Making Memories. I think further back to Raffane, and then the Waffler, Imperial Coup. Second last on the outside is Delissa, and Pressure's last of all. Coming around the bend now, 450 metres to go. Mooncutter's just in front of Granite. Granite's worked his way off the rails. The boy snuck a look over the shoulder. He's looking for the dangers. Classic Coup is after him on the outside. Silver Relic's going for a run in the middle, followed then by Glenn's Choice, and the Waffler's joining in out wide. 200 metres to go, plenty of chances. The Waffler's coming at them. The Waffler moved up on the outside, grabbed Glenn's Choice and Classic Coup, then Silver Relic. The Waffler's just in front. Glenn's Choice is going with him. Waffler and Glenn's Choice. The Waffler just in front. They hit it, and the Waffler has just beaten Glenn's Choice. The Waffler first, Glenn's Choice second. Making Memories may have got third, just in front of either Silver Relic or Classic Coup. Then Mooncutter, Clavelli Door, followed in by Granite, Prussia, Raffane. Further back was Imperial Coup, and the last couple home, or the last one home, was Delissa.
Wayne Wilson sees them 14-5-11 in the 6th event in Brisbane. The Waffler first, second Glenn's Choice, and maybe Making Memories third, 14-5-11. The 7th event in Brisbane at 350, and we'll take a look at the approximate tote dividends now for that event, which is the 45 and the trifecta $1,407.15. Well, the next event for telecast is winner returning $1.90 and 85 cents. Number 3, Chorus Magic, second, paid 70. Third, number 1, Lagana, $1.65. The Quinella was $3.50, and the trifecta $50.15 in race 6 in Adelaide. Well, won't be too long before we go to Adelaide. In fact, they're about to move into the stalls. Most of them are ready, and they're just about set to be sent on their journey of 1,619 metres for race number 7 at Victoria Park. Ron Papp's getting ready for his call of race number 7. And the scratchings numbers 9 and 13, they're racing.
And a little slow to begin, Saraiva Tan dropping to the tail. Abbey's Way just ahead of it within the all-white Red Royale. And in the division, vying for the leader, Durham High, Proud Zam, Handy Money, and also getting through along the inside there is Grand Ray. Up there with them too, Benders has now gone up to join him with the leaders, and Harvey Bay was close, Handy, followed then by Speedy Cheval, and then came Comedy Demon. Namquetta kept deep. About 2.5 further back, Saraiva Tan on the inside of Hark Corpus, French Border. 8 lengths away to Abbey's Way, who's not stretching out at all, and neither is Red Royale. They are really labouring, and they'd be about 15 lengths off the leader. Racing onto the side now, and the leader here, Benders the outside, Proud Zam the inner, as they swing onto the side by 1.5 lengths, Grand Array on the rail. Over on the outside, Durham High is very deep, Handy Money between horses. Harvey Bay shut away on the inside, Namquetta around them, and then they're packing up now, Comedy Demon and Speedy Cheval, and Saraiva Tan, a line of 3 with Saraiva Tan on the fence. About 1.5 lengths away behind those Hark Corpus, French Border. Now Abbey's Way's taking off and joining in quickly, and Red Royale is tracking it up. They race on the side at the 600 metre mark, and Grand Array just the leader. Grand Array and Benders the outside. Harvey Bay working away from the railers, joining in, coming 3 deep at them. Durham High still there. Right around them, Abbey's Way at big odds is joining in, but as they swing now, he's kicked away on Grand Ray. Grand Ray by a length, Handy Money, Harvey Bay, Namquetta, Abbey's Way. Nearer the inside, I think it's Saraiva Tan getting through, covered in mud, and then further back, Hark Corpus, but now Harvey Bay and Namquetta grab Handy Money. Grand Ray's gone. Right down the outside, coming late is French Border, but it's Harvey Bay hanging on. He's kicked about 1/2 in front, Harvey Bay. Harvey Bay drawing away, wins it by 2 to Namquetta, third Handy Money, then French Border, Speedy Cheval, and then Red Royale, Hark Corpus, Grand Ray, knocking up Abbey's Way in that division. They were followed by Comedy Demon, and further back, Saraiva Tan, who didn't go on. Proud Zam towards the tail, Benders and Durham High beating a few in, and Hark Corpus back in that pack. Stand by for official placings.
Noticed something happening, something going on round here. Have you noticed there's a feeling of something in the air?
It's a feeling that keeps growing from the outback to the sea. It's a feeling that's true, Ozzy.
Just like you and me. Come on, give us a hand. Give us a hand. Come on, give us a hand. Let's make it grand. Let's make it great in '88. Give us a hand to celebrate. A celebration of the nation. Give us a hand. Celebration of the nation.
Let's make it grand.
Let's lend a hand. Show the world how great we ought to be.
All those years of sweat and tears.
It's of ice and tangerine. Celebration of the nation. Give us a hand. Of the nation.
Let's make it grand.
Let's make it great. You can do it. '88. Come on, give us a hand.
Supermind was a little bit slow to get going. He's going right over onto the rails in the early part. Hot on Aces and Openia showing plenty of speed, and they vie for the lead at the 1600. Dropping back into third place is Dare to Be Grand, and Prince Frolic pulling a little bit. He's 1.5 lengths away, fourth, 1 to Distancia. Then Bay of Sterling, 1 to Some Charm, and then Fed 2 Greatness. Mr. Pepper, Supermind, Lusker Knight, and Sir Walk Up is at the rear, 1,400 metres out. The leader, Dare to Be Grand, he's pulling a little bit as well, and he's driving right up along the inside of Hot on Aces. Look at the boy on Hot on Aces. He's standing high in the irons, and he's ripping and tearing at the moment, Hot on Aces, as he tries to restrain him into second place. A couple of lengths then to Openia, who's getting a beautiful run third. 3 lengths then to Prince Frolic, who's settled a lot better now. He's only about 4 or 5 lengths off the lead, 1 to Distancia. Then Bay of Sterling, then Some Charm, Fet 2 Greatness, followed by Lusker Knight, Supervine, and then Mr. Pepper and Sir Walk Up. 850 metres to go, and the leader, Dare to Be Grand. I think the saddle is shifted on Dare to Be Grand. The boy is up over his ears at the moment, and Hot on Aces has loomed up again on the outside. He's still fighting for his head. Hot on Aces. Hot on Ace is a neck in front of Dare to Be Grand. Opinia's got the drop on those leaders. He's a length away third. Then Distancia, Prince Frolic just held up for a run. And then Some Charm, Fet 2, Bay of Sterling next on the inside. Greatness picking up ground, and further back came Sir Walk Up. In the straight, 400 metres to go. Opinia sprinted up on the outside, ran to the lead. Distancia chasing him, and Some Charm is chasing the pair of them on the outside. Prince Frolic in fourth place under the whip, then Fet 2 and Greatness. Opinia, Distancia and Some Charm. They're locked together, the three of them across the track. Opinia the inside, Some Charm the outside. Distancia dropping back. Some Charm grabbed Opinia and beat him. Some Charm's got up to win it. Some Charm beat Opinia, third over Distancia or Fet 2. Then Prince Frolic, Greatness, Bay of Sterling, Mr. Pepper. Then Luskin Knight, Supervine, Sir Walk Up, Hot on Aces and Dare to Be Grand.
Numbers 2, 7 and a photo as called by Wayne Wilson. Number 2, the winner, Some Charm. Second, number 7, Op and Air. And it's a photo for third to separate Distancia and Wet 2. The last in Brisbane at Eagle Farm at 4:30. And here, Carol 1, $1.45 and 75. Colonel Scott 5.40 and 1.40. Monetiz number 4, $7.75 and $2. Bow Tie number 5, $3.45 and $2. 6 Holiday Magic, $4.50 and 1.65. 7 Nippy Star, $9.25 and 2.45. Good odds about numbers 8, 9 and 10. Over the page, 11 Golden Reflection, also at pretty big odds. In fact, the only one fancied amongst that lot is number 14 Romantic Game on $3.20 and 75 cents. The next in Adelaide, race 8 there at 4:20. It's a 9-race card in Adelaide. 1 Legend Bear.
On starting time. And waiting on the light to come on. They look to be ready now. Lady Lindum ready. Feather the Nest is set. Rockin' Rhythm down on the inside. Lady Mathiasen 2. Oh, there's one. Feather the Nest has broken through the front of the gates, and so has Rockin' Rhythm. Those stalls have opened prematurely here. Feather the Nest out just ahead of Rockin' Rhythm. And the riders, Gauchi has Rockin' Rhythm under control, but the other one's a little bit fired up here, Feather the Nest. On young Barlow, and the clerk of the course coming in to try and lend a hand to pick this mare up. She's got down to the 800, and she's broken away from the clerk of the course, and she's really fired up here on Jockey M. Barlow. Feather the Nest heading down past the 600 now, and the clerk of the course well away from her. Feather the Nest, she's got through the front of the gates here, number 16. She's almost down to the home turn now. Rockin' Rhythm going back towards the gates. And the other mares are all locked away, but here's this one, Feather the Nest. She's well in the straight, coming down past the 200 now, and she's a difficult mare to try and pull up for young Michael Barlow. She's broken into a muck lather, as you can see there, and got through the front of the stalls, and she's run the 1,200 metres right out past the line. And
Right, Feather the Nest coming around there, Jen. Well, you know why Mick Barlow can't pull her up, because that's your dad's horse.
Yes, it is, Pete. She's one of those fillies that puts her head down, and you can see she's sweated up quite a bit, so Michael would be having a lot of trouble with those reins. They'd be very slippery, and she's one of those fillies, when she puts her head down, it's very hard to get up. She's got a bit of a dead mouth, and he'll pull her up there because that's where she's used to being pulled up on the track.
Righto, Feather the Nest, you can take that as granted that it will be a late scratching, and Rockin' Rhythm, number 9, only went about 200 metres, so I don't think there'd be too much doubt about her running, but Feather the Nest will certainly come out.
and goes into line, and the field ready to race. Vacant stall between Goddessa and Art Lady that was occupied by Feather the Nest. Starter coming to the rostrum now to send them away here in race 7. Substitute is number 1, Goddessa. Lights on, they're off and racing. Goddessa missed it perhaps about a neck. They jumped away in a fairly good line. Carenet, Lady Canaveral, and on the outside, Joyful Bell began fast. Behind them, settling down now, Goddessa starting to make a ground quickly, followed by Art Lady. Further back in the field, then Moonlight Saunter. And Rockin' Rhythm getting right up along the inside. Rockin' Rhythm went through to share the lead with Joyful Bell, Carenet and Goddessa a length then to Lady Canaveral from Pips Day, wide around Moonlight Saunter, then Bornal Lady, Lady Matthias. 2 further back, Nionic, followed by Walk on Stage. In front of them, Sheer Wonder, and then came Lady Lindham. 2 lengths, Sheer Lace last of all, nearing the 600, and the leader Rock and Rhythm a half in front of Joyful Bell, a length then Goddess a third from Carenay. Lady Canaveral on the outside, and behind them Lady Matthias, 2 to Pips Day, and then Moonlight Saunter. Art Lady, Nionic, Bornal Lady, Lady Lindham, Walk on Stage, Sheer Wonder, and Sheer Lace. Into the straight they race now, Rock and Rhythm about a neck in front. On the outside, coming at it quickly, Lady Canaveral out in the centre, and in the centre there, Joyful Bell, then Lady Matthias, and further back, Pips Day. It's Lady Canaveral getting its head in front with 150 metres to go. Beat off Joyful Bell, then Pips Day, followed for the back by Lady Matthias. Lady Lindrum from a mile back with Nionic, but Lady Canaveral kicked away, and Lady Canaveral's going to get the money. Lady Canaveral comes away to win by 2 lengths. Lady Lindrum got up to run second, ahead third Pips Day, and fourth Nionic. Then further back, Joyful Bell from Lady Matthias. Then Sheer Lace, Sheer Wonder on the outside, Bornal Lady. Goddess a weakened, Rock and Rhythm back on the inside, followed by Art Lady. Well back in the field is Carenay, and it's one of the last home in company with Walk on Stage. The winner is number 8. Number 8 is in the frame, number 8, and that's Lady Canaveral, ridden by R. Dawkins, number 8. Lady Canaveral, ridden by R. Dawkins, is the winner. Well, she's been too good, this mare from Sydney, Lady Canaveral, and she's got up to win to beat Lady Lindham, which has also been racing in Sydney, number 10, and Pips Day, number 5, has run third. 8 and a photo, but there's no doubt that number 10, Lady Lindham on the outside, will get second, and Pips Day, number 5, third. 8, 10 and 5 in the frame, 8, 10 and 5, the winner number 8. Number 8, the winner here, and that is Lady Canaveral, number 10, second, Lady Lindham, and third, number 5, and that is Pips Day, 8, 10 and 5. It'll be a massive...
One of the greys, Bernard's Pleasure, wide out, jumped out nicely, and so did Pride of Indies closer in. Rosnat taking up a forward position with Laura Bider, Orb and Madalena. A length further back, Ostensible out very deep, then El Rasuli, further away Gold Wire. A length into Island Joe, pulling and reefing from Dublin Prince, My Thai Girl. 2 lengths to Perspiration. Copper Wing second last, and another 3 or 4 lengths to Rising Fear. It's Orb in front now, narrowly over Pride of Indies as they turn out of the straight. Madalena third, and fourth is Bernard's Pleasure. Then El Rasuli a trifle deep, followed by Laura Bider on the inside. Ostensible getting closer to the rails now, about 1 off same around Rosnat. 2 lengths to Gold Wire, a length to Perspiration inside Island Joe. Dublin Prince is 3 deep. A length to My Thai Girl around Copper Wing, and 2 lengths to Rising Fear. This is the order over the 1400 crossing at Orb. Makes play a half length on El Rasuli. A length and a half to Madalena on the outside of Pride of Indies, who's nicely positioned. Then comes Bernard's Pleasure. The inside 3/4 of a length away taken by Laura Bider. Just on 2 lengths to Ostensible. A gap then on the inside rail to Rosnat. 1 to Island Joe, 3 deep, followed by Gold Wire, Perspiration, My Thai Girl, and then Copper Wing. Second last Dublin Prince, and Rising Fear is last. And standing the leader, namely now El Rasuli, about 20 lengths as they go to the 950 in Riverside. El Rasuli takes up the running 3 lengths on Orb. Third posse is Madalena. A length to Bernard's Pleasure, followed on the inside next by Pride of Indies. 1 further away, Laura Bider. Ostensible niggled at. Rosnat the inside, even deeper out as Island Joe. Then Perspiration. A length further back comes My Thai Girl and Gold Wire. 1 to Copper Wing. Rising Fear has passed 1 horse to go to second last, and that is Dublin Prince. They have 500 left to gallop nearing the corner. And El Rasuli, who ran off the track at Randwick at his last start on the home bend. But he's travelling sweetly today as far as sticking to the inside rail is concerned, and he straightens up. A length Rosnat getting a dream run up on the inside. The leader's hung a shade now. Orb is third, and fourth is Madalena, followed by Perspiration, then Pride of Indies, and Copper Wing getting up nearer to the inside from Laura Bider at the 150, and Copper Wing gets the split one off the rails. On the outside, Orb. Rosnat, there's a fall. Madalena down. Coming home, Gold Wire, but Copper Wing in front. Copper Wing's won it. Copper Wing from a blanket finish. Gold Wire, Orb, Laura Bider, El Rasuli, and Rosnat. Further back then came Perspiration, Ostensible, Pride of Indies. At the head of the rest, Rising Fear, Bernard's Pleasure, Dublin Prince, My Thai Girl, Island Joe, and Marie Linden has crashed to the turf at the 90 metres mark.
Right, it's 7 and a photo in Sydney. Number 7 is the winner, Copper Wing, and they're all over the place for second and third, so we'll leave it to the judge there. 7 and a photo with race number 7 in Sydney, and Madalena crashing to the ground when it was back in the field. The 8th event, 40 and $2.05. Second, Namquetta, 90 cents. And third, Handy Money, $1.75. Protest second against first was dismissed. The Quinella, $14.65. And the trifecta, $285.95. Right, it was 7, 10 and 12 in Sydney, 7, 10 and 12. And right Gary Wilkinson. Lights flashing in Adelaide and they're racing.
70 they're away and racing now in the Newbury Handicap and away quickly Tumut Park and also showing speed Silent Victory out deep on the track. Louder now is right out deep too and Shady Aspect working through it. Nura getting up on the rail to be the leader. Nura settles now by about a neck in advance of Shady Aspect and on the outside Silent Victory. Tumut Park is 4 deep. 5 wide on the outside in a quintet vying for the leaders. Louder now. Telbon missed just behind them and Tanneroy pushing between runners but can't really get through. On his inside there is one drop back sharply. Silent Victory is Buana Jack getting up on the rail. Stage Gown out wide around the outside and further back Lady Lemnos. Edict was second last and Proud Lil at the tail. They're working onto the side and here the leader now is Nura by a half length to in second position Shady Aspect. 3 deep around the outside of horses with Buana Jack on the inside and Telbon missed the centre is Tumut Park. Then about 2 lengths to Louder now, length and a half Tanneroy. Stage Gown making some ground but ridden along. About 2 lengths to Lady Lemnos and further back in the field then came Edict followed by Proud Lil and dropping out Silent Victory. Racing to the 600 metres, shortly they'll enter the straight and the leader Nura sneaking away slightly, found 2 lengths to Shady Aspect. Buana Jack poised behind them, getting up on the rail. Oh, he's in trouble there, he nearly fell. Buana Jack got into trouble there, switching around it was Telbon Miss and Tumut Park and Nura shot away. Buana Jack into the clear, getting balanced again. He's the danger. If he wins, it's been an almighty performance. Nura 2 in front. Oh, Buana Jack is gobbling him up. This has been one heck of a run at the 200 metre mark. Coming quickly out wide though. Late on the scene is Louder now. Buana Jack 2 in front. Louder now ducks in behind. Won't go straight. Stage Gown rocketing home, but Buana Jack the win of the day. Wins by 4 or so lengths on the line. 2 Stage Gown, I think, second. Louder now third. About 5 away then Tumut Park and Shady Aspect. Gee, that winner was responsible for a huge effort. He was almost out and for the 8 count on the turn. Lady Lemnos further back in the field. Silent Victory back towards the tail and further back in that division nearer the inside Tanneroy, who beat a few home including Telbon Miss and pulling up quickly Edict and Proud Lil.
Right, there we have the final stages of race number 8 at Victoria Park and a terrific win by Buana Jack. As Ron Papp said, it was almost down for the count on the home turn, but it's drawn away and won it comfortably. Second placing probably to number 15 Stage Gown, just in front of number 12 Louder Now. So it's 4, 15 and 12 as called by Ron Papps, and there we see them going to the line. But here's this interference on the home turn. And we'll have a look for Buana Jack. Pretty hard to see through the murk there, but you can see Buana Jack getting into real trouble and down it goes and was lucky to stay on its feet, but it's been a terrific effort to pick itself up and recover for victory in race 8 in Adelaide. The last there.
Set and they're racing. Ace it up again brilliantly near the inside, bounced in front. Bowtie began only fairly and Carawan is back towards the rear with Bowtie in the early part, but Carawan driving through the field now, going up to take up a spot about midfield. Ace it up the lead at 1,200 metres out. Romantic Game second. Gunner Guy Blue goes quickly to be third, and then roughly Roman Pigment died. Followed then by Holiday Magic on the inside. Monitor's trapped out fairly wide. Golden Reflection is going up but deep on the track, and then Carawan, who's on the outside of Dancing Cowboy. Nippy Star is a bit deep. Then Analysis Lad. Bowtie's back third last, just behind Colonel Scott. Then Swiftport and Stan Solos at the rear. 750 metres to go. Plenty of pressure on up front. Ace It Up has raced away from them to lead by 3 lengths. Roughly Roman second. A length away third Monitors, followed by Gundagai Blue. 2 to Romantic Game, and then Holiday Magic, followed by Golden Reflection and Pigment Dyed Carawan. Further back was Dancing Cowboy, and then Bowtie Analysis Lad. Nippy Star making a long run right around the field. Well back is Colonel Scott and Stan Solo at the rear with Swiftport. Well in the straight now, 350 metres to go, and the leader Ace It Up. He's coming back to them. Monitors is cruising up on the outside to have a crack at him. Romantic Game now into third place, and then roughly Roman. Where are the favourites? Carawan's back, he can't win, and Bowtie's back midfield, he can't win either. Monitors and Ace It Up with Ace It Up kicking